Hello, my name is Anne and this is Toby, and welcome to a Tobyknits Stitch with me. Yes, it's not a floss tube. It's not a knitting podcast. Today we're going to stitch. So grab whatever it is you're working on, whether it's cross stitch, embroidery. If you want to knit, doesn't matter, but we're just going to sit and have a chit chat today while I stitch. And I have no idea what's wrong with my voice. It's been like this for the past few days. It's very hoarse. I don't know if it's just the weather. It's been terribly hot here in Canada. I live just outside of Ottawa, and yeah, it's been really hot here the last 2 or 3 days. Actually, we have the air conditioning on because it was just like I woke up this morning and it was 20 degrees at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like, no, because you just know what's going to happen when it's that temperature that early in the morning. But I mean, it's lovely and everything. I mean, we pray to get this whole lovely warm weather during the winter time when we're knee deep in slow. But you know, the problem is that it gets just silly hot in the summer here. But whatever. That's why we live here, I guess. If I was at home, it's probably raining. And yes, I'm from England originally, long time ago. Anyway, I am going to work on Secret Garden, which is a historical sampler company's stitch along. Now, this stitch along ended I think this last week or so. It was in 5 parts, and every 2 weeks they gave you a new part. So it started April the 1st, I believe. And they graciously sent me this. I love historical sampler companies so much. The designs they have are my cup of tea. I love samplers. I don't love the really historic old samplers. They don't really ring my bell for me. They're too muted in colors. I don't want to do alphabets all the time. Whereas I love these samplers because they're colorful, they're sweet, you can just do a little section at a time and you feel like you've done something. You feel like you've accomplished something. So I really enjoy doing them. I always fall behind with them, always, without fail, just because I stitch so many things and knit so many things. If I was to sit and just stitch this in one go, I'd probably get it all done when you're supposed to, but I don't. Anyway, what I'm going to do is 2 things. So first off, I will flip you down and I'll start stitching. I'll show you where I'm up to and what I've done so far, because since the last time you've seen me or it, I have completed section 3 and I'm now on section 4. And I do have a giveaway to give away, because if you remember, I got it all here. I received this from them, which is beautiful. And so I have the chart, the pattern, the floss, the fabric, which is linen, all ready to go to one of my subscribers. I have already done the draw just before. So I will announce the winner. And I'm just going to keep you in suspense till the end. So I will announce the winner. Plus, there is a new stitch along starting with Historical Sampler Company. I think it starts July, the middle of July. You can order it now. It's available on their website, but so I will show you some pictures. It is a Halloween stitch along. Oh, I love stitching Halloween stuff. I don't know why. I really do. I don't know if it's the colors, because I love purple. Purple's my favorite color. And I love, you know, orange and black. Like, I don't know. I just really enjoy stitching that color palette. So I'm definitely doing it. And we should all do it together. Wouldn't that be fun? And the nice thing about the Historical Sampler Company is you can buy the kit. So you can buy it with the fabric, with the floss, with all the stuff that goes inside, all the lovely little goodies they pack. You can buy the whole box, or you can just buy a PDF. So if you already have your own floss and you already have your own fabric, then you can still join in. It's really a lot of fun. There's, you know, I'll leave a link below to where you can sign up for the new Stitch Along. And with any of their boxes, if they have any leftovers, so even this one I'm going to show you today, which was obviously their spring one, you can, if you want, still get it. So even just the PDF, again, if you just want the PDF, you can still get it. So I'll leave all those links below. And yeah, so I'm going to turn you down and stitch. I'm going to answer or comment, respond to comments, because I haven't responded physically yet to these comments. So we're going to chat about the comments that appeared on my last floss tube, in which we had the draw. So we're going to do that. I'm going to tell you who the winner is and show you the newest sampler from Historical Sampler. So let's get you turned down and we'll show you all this stuff. So here is where I'm up to so far. So this sampler started here with this center part, and that was the start. And I spent a full week stitching this every day for my 2-3 hours a day that I normally stitch. This is what I worked on. And I got most of it done in that, I think, in that first week. Part 2 was, I think it was this bit. Sorry, I'm looking on my iPad so I can explain it to you. Part 2 was this part. So just this part and half of the fox. So that was part 2. And what I then started doing after I'd done this for the whole 7 days straight, after that, because I had others I wanted to stitch, I went down to every day for 1 hour, I start this. This is always the first project I pick up. I work on it for an hour, then I put it away and get out my weekly stitch. So from now on, everything I show you is just for the 1 hour. And it's great because, for example, this could have taken me 1 hour, and starting the leaves on here would have taken me during that, 1 hour. And that's what I mean about a sampler. You can sit and get this little bit done and this little bit, and you feel so accomplished. You've finished something. It's so nice. This was part 3. And that I started working on and doing my 1 hour a day. And I actually took this one with me when I went to meet my dad. And I took that with me, I think. Or did I take it with me when I went to Halifax? Wherever I went, somewhere, I took it with me. And I worked on this part with the little squirrel. So then that all got finished, and now I'm on the part 3, which is going to be right, part 4, which is going to be right here. So I have I always use a 6-inch wooden hoop. It is my favorite to use. It does not hurt my thumb. I get terrible arthritis in this thumb. And I actually discovered the other day I was knitting and my thumb was hurting by using the straight needles. So I'm going to have to switch. And plus it was a heavier yarn. But yeah, so here is what I do. I just put it underneath. And I find that it just does not hurt my fingers as much. The other thing I do is my friend Liz gave me these when we were at Stitch North, and I absolutely love them. So I just roll up. Okay, I do have a needle. I have this extra needle here. I roll it up like that. And then this goes on one side, and they're magnets. And this one will come on this side, and that will just hold this out my way. And I love that idea. So yeah, so I've got my tea, I've got my pattern right here. I am going to be using the white to finish this. I've been dying to get to these two parts because they're absolutely lovely. It's a big vase and it's a big flower that comes out, and it's these flowers here all the way down. So I just love that. I love that idea. Let's just pull out some white and get stitching. So how's everybody been? I hope it's not as hot for you as it is for me. I know one of my friends has been having the struggle and the worry of forest fires in Manitoba. I think she was displaced for a few weeks, but I believe she's home now, or going home today or tomorrow if the government let them in. Where is she? In Alberta? Oh, I can't remember where she is. She's that way. Carla, where do you live? I forget. Are you Manitoba or Alberta? But anyway, yeah, let's just, then let me see if I can make this bigger for you so you can see what I'm doing. There. So I always use the loop method when I start a brand new thread. So I just loop my stitch through, and then here we go. I can't tell if that's better or not for you. Hopefully you can see it. It's hard when my camera's above me. Can't tell if I'm in the right spot. Maybe that's too far. Oh, that's too. There, let's go to that. Let's see if that's better. I don't know. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, look what I did there. Instead of crossing there, I went across to that one, but that's okay. I'll just cover it up. No one's going to notice. There, see? We can't tell. As I said, it's been quite warm here. Yesterday I had the plumber here all day. We had a leak in our basement that leads from the house to our septic tank. And so they had to come and fix that. It happened in the winter time, but of course they couldn't come until the snow had all melted. And so they came yesterday, and they were here for quite some time. So today is just a chill day. I made some project bags this morning and did a little bit of embroidery after my lunch. Last night I went to my friend Liz's and we had a knit night with a lot of her other friends. She lives actually in Ottawa, and Sue was there too. And I took with me my light box and my newest, oh, I should show you that, by the way. My newest obsession is embroidery. And she had a pen, a friction pen. I had one, but it was black, and she said, oh, you shouldn't really use the black. And it wasn't a water-soluble one either. It was a iron, like, whatever one. So she said to use one of hers. So I took it with me to knit night last night and got it all marked up, my new piece ready to go, which is that one I got in Calgary, and it was of the mountains, because I wanted to remember our trip, and they didn't have any cross-stitch things. I bought some yarn, but so I got this embroidery kit, and I've done embroidery twice before. Once was to finish something my mother had started, because she loved embroidery, my mom. And I finished that one for my dad and gave it to my dad. And it already had everything drawn on it. It could even have been stamped on, I'm not sure, but anyway, it was already done, so I didn't have to do anything myself. Then the other kit that I got and actually started this past week, because Liz said to me, you might want to start something easier before you get into, so you know what you're doing. So I started this one. Here's a picture of the first night that I stitched it when Liz was over last week. And it was already drawn. You can see it's already drawn on the work. And then the following night, I couldn't stop, and I ended up finishing it. I couldn't stop. And the reason, this is all back stitch, all here and all here. And then obviously that's just a running stitch. And then this is the only part that I really needed to learn how to do, because this is satin stitch. And Liz was helping me just make sure I did it right. Because the other project is solely satin stitch. So now I just have to finish it off. This was a kit by Hook, Line and Tinker. It even came with the hoop. Everything was in it. And so this is the back of my work. So now I guess I was at her place last night. I asked her how to finish it off, and she said put a running stitch all the way around and then pull it to bring it in, and then cover it with a piece of fabric or foam. So I'll do that to finish it off. But I just couldn't stop, because the nice thing about this was everything was on there. You didn't have to look at a pattern. You didn't have to count. It was just there. So that's there, ready to go. So anyway, I took the new one over to her place last night, and I used my light box that I do have, and she showed me she lent me her pens so that I could write on the fabric. So, and that seemed to take me ages. I was like, oh, this takes forever. But once I got it done, so today I just sat and did a little bit of it, and I was like, oh, when you look at the picture and you read the instructions, it looks so easy. And then I went to start it, and I was like, oh, this is such a small area to stitch. It looks bigger on the picture. But it's going to be nice when it's done. I'm just going to take my time with it, though, and it's not going to become a big, project. It's not going to become one of my planned stitches. I'll just work on it when I feel like it. Because we all know I have my plans for June. And I did start the June sampler, which is absolutely going to be gorgeous. Again, it's from Historical Sampler Company. And it's really very pretty. And it's on a linen, and I haven't used linen for a bit. And I've really enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying it. You want to see it? Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is it, and this was their April box from Cotton and Twine, which is part of Historical Sampler Company. And each month they send out these boxes, and they are phenomenal. So this one was April's, and it's the June little sampler. And this is what I've done so far. Isn't that cute? This was I didn't stitch on it last night because I was out at knit night. So this was 3 evenings of work. And I really love it. And I've actually been using this hoop. Look how dinky this one is. I don't even know what size this is. Oh, it's a 3.5 inch. So, or is that a 4 inch? Oh, 4 inch maybe. So I've been using this, and it's been great to just, you know, move around the fabric and use it. But I've really enjoyed this. I love this color purple. And this, so it's lovely. Now what I plan to do, I don't really like these flowers here. So I'm going to work up now to the top here and then come all the way around, write the June in to obviously these 4 big bees, and then I might do another 2 bees over here instead. But it's so pretty. So yes, I have enjoyed working on that one. So that's been my first week of June's project. So I stitched that for a minimum of 2 hours, sometimes 3, depending on if I'm watching the hockey game. And yes, I did watch the hockey game last night. I got home in time for the 3rd period and overtime. And oh, let's get in the way. That's what was making all that noise. Yes, I can't wait to tell you who won. So, oh, I'm gonna lose that. Don't you hate when you just get to the... No, it's gonna have to be rethread. I don't remember what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, the embroidery won't become, that's just an odd duck in the system. And I also started, which I think is going to be the next week's, oh, wait a minute. I gotta look at my June plans. Oh yes, oh my goodness. Okay, so it's the June sampler this month, this first week, and the Secret Garden is the extra hour a day. So Happy and Picking Puppies are whip goes for Saturday and Sunday. And then I was going to do the retreat, but I've already done part 1. So I have we got this fantastic chart when we were at Stitch North that a lady had designed. It's called Retreat, Stitch, Repeat. And because we are actually all going to go back and have already booked for Stitch North next April, the first weekend, we decided we would stitch this, those of us that were there at our table. And because I stitched so many things, I set it up whereas I was going to stitch something each month, like a section of it each month. And I've already done my section for this month because I couldn't wait to start it. I had a Zoom or video chat with my friend Diana, and the 2 of us decided to start it while we were chatting. And both of us, I think, oh no, why am I doing that? I've gone too many. See, this what happens? I'm too busy chatting to you. This should only be 3 here. Yeah, so I was, we decided to start it, and it was such a quick, again, because it's a little sampler, and the section I needed to do, I literally got it done in the hour I was talking to her. So now I'm not really sure what I will work on next week then. I could probably pull it out and still work on it and just get more of it done. or pick something else. Don't you love when you have this many projects to work on? Okay, let's do some, I'm gonna wake up my computer here and we'll chat about our comments. So we had, I think there was 13 comments altogether on my floss tube from last week. And Rita told me that the kit, I think must have been the one I was showing you, okay, that's one too many again, and pay attention. Yes. The one I showed you, the swans. Rita said that that was the kit that got her to sign up for the monthly Cotton and Twine subscription. And probably the best thing you've ever done, because they are such amazing kits. And the price is 100% reasonable as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, they are amazing. It's an amazing company. They have fabulous little gifts inside, and all of I don't think there's been any I didn't like. Like, I love that set, the swans one, I really do. But I just don't have time to stitch it right now because I've got so many on the go. And that's why I decided to give it away. But I'm glad you're starting to get the monthly book. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, you can get it and you get to see what it is, because they don't ship, they show it you on the 1st of the month and they don't ship them till the 23rd. So if you like that one, you can sign up, and you can sign up to just get one box or 3 months worth or 6 months or 12 months worth, I think. And you can also, if you see one and you don't like the look of it, you can also hold it for that month or pause it so that you don't get that one. I think it's how it works. So it's a really good, it's not like you're getting something in the mail each month that you don't know what you're going to get till it arrives. And then you're like, oh, I don't like that. So it's kind of nice that you can see it in advance before you order it, which is, I love that idea. As much as I enjoy surprises, because that's why I do all their mystery, stitch alongs, because I do love a good mystery, as you all know. But sometimes it is nice to see what's coming in advance. And I think that's another thing I like about even the fact that I fall behind all the time, is that I still get to see, I still love the excitement when the morning arrives of the next mystery part. I still love the excitement of seeing what it's going to look like, even though I know I'm never going to get to it for another month or so. I still like that part of it. And then it's like, oh, I really like that. So I'm glad you signed up, Rita. That's awesome. And it's a good company. Catherine said, good morning and congratulations to Liverpool on their win. Oh, you know what? I've been on cloud 9 ever since, and I keep wearing all my Liverpool t-shirts out and about, and I'm still so excited that we won the league. Because last time we won it, I'm talking football, soccer. Last time we won it was COVID, and they couldn't celebrate because we were all locked in. They couldn't, it was really sad that they couldn't do anything like that. And even the last few games of the season, they played with no crowd. Like, it was televised, obviously, but it's not quite the same atmosphere as when you're there and you're part of that big fan base. it's so much fun to be there and be part of it. Yes, I have got a lot of stitching done. And even when I went on all my trips with my dad and my brother, I always take it with me because I cannot not stitch in the evening. I cannot just sit and watch TV. I have to be doing something at the same time. And I find I love taking my knitting with me, usually socks, because they're small enough that the bag will fit my carry-on or whatever. But with cross stitch, the bags are flat. Everything is flat and it's so easy. And in some instances, you can actually fit 2 projects in one bag and it's still not bulky, which I do sometimes. And she was saying, isn't it a treat to see swans in the wild? She said they have lots of Canada geese here year round, but rarely see swans on our local lakes, and only then in winter. Well, of course, we have tons of Canada geese. They're here all the time. In where I live, there's a little river that runs through our town, and a lot of boats go down it. There are locks here, and we have a heron that lives over by the locks, and it often flies by over our house. Of course, we have tons of wild turkeys, and we have tons of turkey vultures, which, believe it or not, is one of my favorite birds. I just think that they are magnificent. Ugly as sin, but they are magnificent birds. And I'm not sure we've got any swans around here that I've seen, but when we were out west, I'm pretty sure we saw some then on our travels. Neatly Knit says the swans are beautiful and she loves the podcast. Thank you, my dear. And Julie, you've made such a lot of progress on your projects. Love them all and love the swans. Oh, I know, me too. I'm so sad I can't actually stitch them. So when I'm done with my piece, I just turn it over and I just run my needle underneath about 3 or 4 stitches, then overlap the last stitch and run it again through 2 or 3 stitches like that. And that's how, and then I always drop my needle on the back. This is why I lose my needles. Because I drop them on the back and then turn my work over to look. Oh, look, I got a waist knot there. Get rid of that. Now, because that wasn't a very big piece of white, I just tossed it. I didn't need that piece, so I tossed it. Next color is T. T. And the other thing I've learned recently, since being at Stitch North, was normally I just pull from the bottom and yank, but somebody told me it's easier to turn it over and take it from the knot with your needle, pull up a slip, and then pull, and apparently it comes out way better. And it does, it really does. You still have to pull the strand back down to make them look nice, but yeah, I can't tell you the amount of times I've took too hard from the bottom and completely ripped the piece of card. And with all my historical samplers, when the thread comes on the thread packs like this, they are just looped through, but I knot them. I always take them off. See, that's where one I nearly pulled it off. I take them off and I put the little knot on the back, otherwise I lose them. Now, Crystal, who lives in Nova Scotia, who one of these days I'm going to go up and meet up with, she was really thrilled when my roses came out to play. And she was telling me, and I thought this was amazing, and she put a picture up in my Tobyknits and Friends YouTube, no, Tobyknits and Friends Facebook group. And you can go ahead and join if you want. There's no questions to join, but I do check to make sure you're not a robot or something. She put a picture up of her roses. She did exactly the same cross stitch as me, which it was so nice to see it finished. And it was so funny because when she put the picture up, even though I haven't finished mine, I still have a big yellow rose and a small bud rose to do. But when she put the picture up, the first thing I thought was, that's my picture. That's mine. And I thought, no, it's not. Wait a minute. And then I realized that she had done it, and I was right in that it was 2007 that I got it, started it, stitched on it probably for a couple of years or a year or so, and then put it away. And I never took it out again until this year when it became part of my WIPCO. And she was saying that she had done the same thing, that she started her roses back in 2007 as well and packed it away when her youngest was born. But then when she started watching my videos back in November, she pulled it out and she finished it. So I was like, wow, that's fabulous. So there's hope for me yet to get it finished this year. And she also said that swans are beautiful. It's a shame we never have enough time to stitch all the things we want to stitch. I know. It scares me sometimes when I think of everything I've got here to stitch, all the kits I've got. Honestly, I must have at least 8 kits, not even opened, to stitch. Full kits with floss, with fabric, everything in them. And obviously I bought them because I want to make them, or they were given to me or bought for me by my mom. And my son is calling me. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that was my son calling. And whenever it does that, it turns off the video when somebody calls. It's kind of crazy, but there you go. Oh yeah, we were talking about, now I've got to wake up my computer again. I hate when they fall asleep. Oh yeah, so I was talking to you about Crystal and how that she's doing the same roses as I was. So yeah, that was so nice to see it though. And then Sarah Jane, she mentioned to me that she is over the ocean here on the Devon coast. I love Devon. We used to go there quite often when we were younger, to the beach. To the beaches down there. I think we stayed in a caravan down there one time. And she said she loves all my projects and that I have so many beautiful ones on the go. I do, actually. And that's why I find it hard, because I want to do them all. And when I was stitching them one day a week, while I loved that process, because it gave me I get to stitch them all, I felt like they weren't moving forward, because by the time I'd, get involved in one and be enjoying it, I think I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. That was my quietest sneeze ever. I usually sneeze very loud, but I'm on camera, so I didn't. Where am I? Here. Yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. I don't even know what I was saying. Gosh, how does that happen, that you're talking and then you forget? I suppose I could just go back and listen, but I'm not going to. Yeah, but we used to go down there when I was a kid, down to Devon. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Oh, gosh. trying to keep up with my brain. It's hard work, I know, I'm sorry. By doing each project one day, I sometimes felt like I didn't get into it enough, and I would just put like some stitches in, and then it was like, oh, you know. Whereas I find now that I'm stitching a full week with each project, like Monday to Friday, I can really get into that that project, and I don't necessarily, when I go to pick it up the next night, I know where I am. I don't have to think, and I can, you know, oh, I'll just get to this, and I'll just finish this off, and I find it's easier, but it means I can only work on 4 projects plus my 2 that are my weekend projects. So, you know, I feel like I want more time to stitch. And what else was she telling me? Oh, she says further along the coast in Dawlish, they have black swans living on the river running through their town. Oh my gosh, that's something funny I should tell you too. Talking about that, because where we go to see Sean and Megan, and they live in just outside of Dartmouth in Nova Scotia, but there's a road goes to this pond. It's called Sullivan's Pond, and it's a beautiful park there and everything. Anyway, there's actually a zebra crossing for the swans. I'm not kidding you, for the swans. And there's a big sign up, Swans Crossing, and I'm not kidding, they cross on this crossing and go over to the pond. It's so funny. But yeah, that's really the only place I've seen swans. I don't think I've seen any in Ontario, but in Nova Scotia, and then when we were out west, I saw them, which is kind of cool. So yeah, and what did she say? Oh, they have lots of seagulls. Oh, so do we. We have lots of seagulls here too. And if you're not careful, I'm currently spending a few days. Oh, they swipe your pastries if you're not careful. That's funny. She's currently spending a few days in the neighboring county of Dorset, visiting Lyme Regis, and off to, where is she going? Chesil Beach and Durdle Door. What names are they? Oh my gosh. Chesil Beach and Durdle Door tomorrow. That's so cool. Oh, you need to put some pictures in of these places, Sarah, in my Tobyknits and Friends group. I'm going to have to look them up now on Google Maps. They're just so cool. And she said, happy stitching. And then Karen Wall said the swans are so graceful and that she loves my videos. She also said she feels the same way. There's not too much to do, but not enough time. That's absolutely true, for sure. And then Carla said, perhaps you can try copying the deer chart in black and white. Oh, that's right, because I'd started the deer chart and I couldn't figure it out. And the contrast, she said, be better. Or maybe assigning symbols for each color and marking up the chart. And that's not a bad idea because there's not that many colors. So that might be an interesting idea. And yeah, my friend Carla is the one that had to be evacuated from her home because of the forest fires. And she doesn't know how long they were going to be evacuated for, but she did message me yesterday that they were, I think, going to be allowed back today. I feel like they've been a whole week or something, maybe a bit more. But elbows up, we are Canadian and we'll overcome, she said, which is totally true. And then Anastasia, what a lovely name. I love that name. She said, the winter hockey whip is so cool. I know. And how interesting technique to use 5 strands for the snow. I doubt modern designers would do something like this, and that's why the snow always gets lost on patterns for me. You're absolutely right, because that pattern is from 2007, and I'm pretty sure most designers these days wouldn't even dream of doing that, or they would use some glittery thread or something, you know, a B5200 or whatever it is to make the snow stand out more. But you're right, they wouldn't design it using more than the regular 2 strands. So that's pretty interesting, I think, the way cross-stitch designing and patterns have developed over the years. And she loves the swan pattern too, since I read that they choose their partners for life. Oh yeah. And she stitched already 2 projects with swans for her hubby and herself. Again, Anastasia, put some pictures in my Tobyknits and friends so I can see what you're talking about. And because they're a good luck, she said. And she finished one last year. Oh, the long dog. Oh, I've never done a long dog. Long dog forevermore. It was amazing, and still haven't found time to FFO it properly. Well, that's half our problems, isn't it, really? We're great at stitching everything, but then we don't actually finish them completely. I have a box full, and I even have some frames. It's literally a case of actually putting the thing in the frame. But, you know, that's us crafters. On to something else. And Sharon says, hi, Ann, yippee, I love picking puppies. I think it must be Sharon. I know there was somebody that always kept asking me, where's picking puppies? I knew somebody loved it. And it does. It looks like a real photograph. You guys will all see it. If you're tuning in for the first time, you'll see it next week when I do my floss tube, because it will be coming out for you all to have a look at. But it does. It looks real. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but the dog itself, it looks almost 3D. It looks so real, like just like a photograph. Mrs. Tiggy Winkles is my favorite Peter Rabbit character and was my first amamagurumi I made. Oh, that's so cool. We used to have a shop here in Ottawa called Miss Tiggy Winkles, and it was a kid's shop. It was just a toy shop. I don't even think it's here anymore. It used to be I think it was in the Rideau Center. Was it in Bayshore? I don't know. It was one of the big shopping malls. And the swan cross stitch is beautiful. You really are a busy lady. Yes, I am. And it's a good job I'm retired, because I don't even know how I'd get all this done if I still worked. Well, I probably wouldn't really, would I? And Kit Marr said, fabulous episode. Congrats to Liverpool. Exciting win for sure. Yes, it was. I don't know what I'm going to do now that there's no football to watch. I don't like it when it comes to the end of the season. I mean, I know it's the summertime and they need a break, and probably I do too, and we're busy going all over the show and maybe camping this year. But it's like, oh, I miss my football. And what else did she say? Loved seeing the progress and hearing your plans. Thanks for taking us along on your journey. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the vloggy style one I did on my trip. That it was fun to make, if not busy, trying to make sure I had enough content every day, and then I had time to edit it and put it in. Because I was just telling my son, he said, what are you doing, Mom? I said, oh, I'm just recording my podcast. Oh, sorry, he said. I said, no, that's okay. I'll just go back to it. I said, the only problem is the editing takes forever. So, where am I now? Get out of it. Sorry, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the software program here. Okay, now I need another color. Oh, I guess we finished the little... Isn't that sweet? That's very sweet. So, yeah, we it was a fun trip, and I enjoyed videoing it. I don't know how enjoyable it was for everybody else, but I did enjoy it. And I'm excited to be able to go back and watch it, you know, next year or something. Don't you love these little scissors? I got these from Bothy Threads. I absolutely love them. I have a green pair as well. Now, should I keep that amount? Will I need this? But I have plenty, so no, I'm not going to. So now I think we need to do, and she also said swans. And then our last one was, thank you for the video. This is from Carmen. Great progress on all your projects. The Peking dog's pattern is so cute. One day I will see swans in person. They are so graceful looking. They are. Well, I could start on my stem, but I'm not going to because I do have to edit this, and I do want to tell you who it is who won the swans, and then show you some pictures of, yeah, why don't I do that? Okay, so I'm back. So yeah, I got that much done. It looks so sweet. And it's funny, when you look at the chart, you don't see the actual pattern in the vase. You know, it doesn't look like anything until you actually, because the pattern is black and white. And so when you see the color, it really stands out. It looks great. So I'm very happy about that. So, who won the swans? And here is the answer. Congratulations, Karen. What I need you to do, hun, is I'll put my email address right here, and it will be down below. I need you to email me and tell me what your address is, and I will get this out in the mail to you. It's all ready to go, so you just need to let me know. And yeah, so I thought that was super nice. And I also wanted to tell you then about the new historical sampler stitch along that's starting in July, and here are some pictures of this fabulous Halloweeny looking stitch. I am so excited to start this. So if you're going to join me, sign up. And that is all I've got. I am now going to sit and edit this, and I hope it's not too long because I kept stopping it. I don't actually know how long it is. Anyway, that'll be fun. So I will be back and join you next Wednesday for an actual floss tube, and then next Friday we'll have a knit with me. So I'll see you then. Okay, bye.